All right, get that motherfucker down. What's happening? The Church of What's Happening Now, Wednesday, May 28th. We ain't got time for fucking around today because it's that type of day. It's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? People like, Joey, it's Wednesday, so who gives a fuck? It's Wednesday. Monday, you were thinking about hot dogs. Yesterday, you were still fucking half retarded from the hot dog juice. Today, you're back. You had a 3-day fucking week. Pick yourself up. Get it together. I know you're feeling blue. I don't feel like get the fuck up. Who gives a fuck what you feel? Life ain't waiting for fucking nobody, cocksuckers. What's up, my little brother? Nothing.
Every time I see you, more of those things.
I got fucking tubes from everywhere. I can't just throw them away. You gotta. This one's no good, cocksucker. I gotta get a new fucking batch. What's up with you?
Nothing.
How you feeling?
Feel great. I'm always excited for tonight.
You're always excited for tonight, huh?
But it's just I've been running. I don't know what it is. Usually when I look for an apartment, I get the first one I want. I keep getting cock-blocked now, so it's been kind of a frustrating month. But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You got a pad. You're not hitting the car no more. You're back.
I never hit it, but it just...
Somebody fucking hit it, cocksucker.
No one
Somebody hit the fucking car.
You should see it. This dude, it's an extra Audi. He's letting his girlfriend drive it, and she's just not telling him or something. So they thought they could get one over on the Jew. But the Jew don't fuck around, cocksucker. So, what are you going to do?
How about I hit you in the head with this vapor tube? You're
going to do that anyways.
Fucking smoke.
If people listen to our conversations, half of it is, don't make me come over there and kick you in the shin 18 times with a steel-toed boot.
Don't let me over there and hit you in the head with the e-cigarette and with the dog shit on your head. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Get up. May 28th, Memorial Day week. The beginning of the summer is really June 21st, but fuck it. That's what they say. Thank you very much for listening to Sunday Night Special. Keep hitting that motherfucker, Lee. It's Wednesday, cocksucker. You got to shake El Diablo. The Saratiana podcast, we thought it's something different. We always like doing something different. It don't have to be jumping up and down. I wanted to get a little women's love in the office, a little women's perspective. I want to thank her for coming on. I also want to congratulate Nailed It Life, David, Alonzo, and Pete. I love you guys up there. You guys do a great job with the Vapor Pen, and Los Gumis and Mono for welcoming a new family member, a new fucking Cuban. That's what we need. The world needs another fucking Cuban. You know what I'm saying? The world needs another Cuban like they need another fucking Jew, Lee. You follow me? We don't need no more fucking Jews and no more fucking Cubans. We got to trim the herd on the Jews we got and rebuild.
What? No.
We got to rebuild again. We got to trim the herd. There's a lot of worthless motherfuckers walking around with sandals, looking around. Let's go home and play ping pong. We got to get the Jews back to the day one.
What do you want Jews doing all day?
Out there suing people, looking for holes, making opportunities, fucking, you know. Torturing people, telling people they can't bring black people to games, you know. Jews forget who the fuck they are with this new, like everybody else in this society. They forget who the fuck they are.
We should try to get them on the show.
They want to be who? A mean Jew?
Yeah. No, with Sterling. We should get Sterling on the show.
Fuck that old man. He's probably pissed. I love to get Sterling on the show, to listen to him backpedal. He loves black people.
No. What you would do is you would just start like saying, like agreeing with him and get him going. Like, give him, like, 2 of these and just get him going about black people.
Just tell him I hate fucking black people. They got dry feet. You know, the whole fucking thing. You know, just get them Hindus, too. Fucking everybody. Lee motherfucking Syatt. What's happening, brother? You walked yesterday.
Yeah. No, I'm trying, and it's just... I'm trying to decide, or... I honestly don't know what I'm waiting for. You ever... When you started losing weight, did you ever have that moment where, like I'm trying to... Like, part of me, like, maybe I should get a bike. Maybe I should join the gym. And it's just... I should just do it and break down, but it's just...
What do you like, Lee?
Biking. I like that a lot.
Biking. So are you going to get a bike and drive around fucking Hollywood? That's what you're telling them? You're going to put a helmet on you like one of those fucking Strutzes?
They have that... What I've been thinking about is they have that path on Chandler.
You're not going to do it, so forget about it. You're not, if I put a pork chop out for you and said, walk over here, I got a pork chop for you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't walk. So forget about it. That's getting a bike and getting the bike trail and putting the helmet on and going to Chandler. Hopefully it's a nice day. You know, there's so many variables. That's why I tell you to walk.
Yeah.
You want to start with the most easiest common denominator. I like these people that, well, I joined this gym in Pasadena. Wait a second. You have a hard time going to fucking Rouse to go shopping.
Yeah.
Well, they gave me a deal. I'm telling you, that's an hour there and an hour back. You're not going to make it happen. It's 3 hours. You need something at first that's easy. That's why I get the kettlebells and I don't move my car. Because they're in the trunk of my car. So I go down there.
Gym mogul.
And if I get in a fucking mess. When I first wanted to lose weight, the first time was after the longest yard. And I went across the street, and I was totally out of shape. I was smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
3 packs?
Yeah, I was doing 2 and probably 1 or 2 packs when I got Coke.
Oh, my God.
I would get another 2 packs of Camels. They used to come with a promotional. If you buy one, you get
one
free.
Yeah.
I would smoke every fucking cigarette. That's when I go to bed.
Jesus.
Guys, you have no fucking idea. If I go back to 2005, you have no fucking idea what I was doing on a Monday night. You figure, okay, my week consists of 7 days, okay?
Okay.
Like everybody else. My main goal every day is to write 1 hour a day. On my schedules, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. First thing you see is write 1 hour a day.
Okay.
Like for today, you would see write 1 hour, and then you'd see podcast at 6 a.m., and then you'd see audition at 4 and live podcast at 8.
Okay.
Okay? I didn't have a schedule back then. I didn't even have a notebook. I would just get up, and my days were a cappella. If I wrote comedy, I wrote comedy. If I didn't write, I didn't write comedy. I made notes with a notebook, but it wasn't that. It was how I was living. I was getting up, eating breakfast, and then eating another breakfast out. I was doing everything to avoid working out. If you would call me and say, "Hey Joey, let's go eat lunch," I can't work out. Me and Lee are going to talk about the podcast. You know, I gave myself excuses. And listen, man, that's everybody. We all give ourselves excuses. Like I said, I treated that YMCA. I moved in with Terry in 2000, and until 2005, it took me 5 years. You know where the Honda dealer is? Yeah. That was where the Y was.
Yeah, you showed me. Yeah.
I showed you. I wouldn't cross the street, Lee. I thought the devil lived there. There was battered women were there. That's why I said there's battered women. It's not a gym. I would tell myself that. Finally, Lee, you go to events. I would go with Rogan, these young guys, and I couldn't even walk from the fucking airport. I remember Tate Fletcher carrying my luggage and picking me up. I'm not lying to you people here. I'm not kidding you people. These were my friends. Rogan would park the car far away, so I would have to walk. I would be pissed at him.
Oh,
because it was a nightmare. I would go to hotels and sit in the room the whole time. They would work out. They would go swimming. I would meet them to go in the pool, and I would do a couple laps. And I always had my own workout. They would go, "Come with us." No, I'm going to do my own workout. My workout was sitting in my room and stretching. That was it. These guys were offering me my help. I had Eddie Bravo, Joe Rogan, Tate, Ari. They were all going, "Come downstairs. We'll teach you jiu-jitsu." No. And I just avoided it because I was embarrassed. My body, the shape I was in. I remember Brody Stevens used to go, "Joey Diaz has the body of a 50-year-old man." When I was 32 years old, I was just out of fucking breath, between the cigarettes, the blow, the fucking weed, it just took its toll. But my whole thing was food. I love fucking food, man. We all love food. Yeah. But it wasn't love for food. It was just gluttony.
Yeah, you're never happy after you do it. Like, you don't feel full.
No, because you didn't do shit. You didn't do shit. It was, and I'm not kidding you. I would make my wife make breakfast. Let's make breakfast. All you need to do is give my wife a green light. Especially to fry. She'll fry anything at a New York fucking minute. She's from the South, bro. They'll fry fucking anything. Bread. Those fucking people fry beans. They'll fry anything. I talked to the father yesterday. He was frying up something. They fry up shit. Okay? So she would fry up, I'd say 3 eggs. I'd get a whole loaf of Wonder Bread and get a tub of butter and just put it on the white bread and get the egg yolk and put it on the bread and eat it. And I would eat 3 of those eggs. We'd kill a pack of bacon.
Jesus.
And a half a loaf of bread and 3 cans of Coke.
Oh, my God.
And then I would wait an hour, I'd get high again, and then I'd go to McDonald's before 11 and get the Egg McMuffin, the potato, and the Coke again. I remember one night the bartender at the fucking comedy store said, "You drank like fucking 10 Cokes tonight." One time at the Miami Improv, the owner of the club came over to me. He goes, "You drank 16 Cokes tonight." From the bar, like 16 fucking Cokes at night. There was no water in my life then. I wouldn't even consider drinking fucking water. Water was beneath me.
Yeah.
And it's just this pattern you get into. It's an
yeah.
avoidance. And there's to a point where you're putting clothes on, they don't fit no more. You feel like shit. When you go to get up, you feel like shit. It's just this whole continuing down spiral. It sucks you in. And then, most of America does not understand. They don't even know where to start.
Right.
America, listen, we don't know where to start.
We all do. Like, I was talking to Rick the other night. Like, you've said it before. Like, I know if I wanted to lose weight, I should eat salads and I should work out. It's just, for me, the pattern is I've never done it, and then so it seems scary, and then it's so much easier not to do it. Like that's
no, it's not, because it carries over into your whole
it
life.
Does. Yeah.
Ever since I started doing this, it catches on. You catch on, and nothing happens in one day. Nothing. Rome was not built in a day. You have an extra 100 pounds on your body. You didn't just put it on overnight. Right. You just didn't wake up. So it's going to take time, and that's the killer. Time is the killer with everything in our lives.
Yeah, I almost got tricked again, and I had to stop myself from ordering it. I don't even watch it, but have you seen Pawn Stars? Like the guys in Vegas who own that pawn shop?
Yeah.
Apparently one of them was really big, and he lost a lot of weight. And Men's Health had this whole thing I saw on Facebook. He took this pill for 3 months and lost 70 pounds without working out. And part of me was like, oh, they found it. But
they found nothing.
Yeah.
They found nothing because everything is a shortcut in America. We all know shortcuts don't work. We all know as human beings that shortcuts don't work. After a while, after you're like 20-something, you go, wow, they don't fucking work, okay? None of that shit works. What I'm going to do, and what Weight Watchers taught me, before Dolce, before anybody, that's why I'm so loyal to Weight Watchers. It was Weight Watchers, and it was Rick and I who walked into Weight Watchers. Mm-hmm. And Rick and I, it works. It works. Listen, man, it's been 4 years, and I've kept 75 pounds off, okay? I put on 50 pounds. I lost like 125 fucking pounds. Ask Rick. And here's what the problem was. When I first walked into Justin Fortune's gym, it was Justin Fortune who said to me, Joey, the party's over. I saw you walking into your car. You know, Justin does have no shortage of words.
Yeah.
There's no light niceness from Justin. Justin at the time was Pacquiao's boxing coach. And I would buy weed next door. And he would see me walk into the car and out of the car. And I'd walk over, say hello. But as soon as he'd tell me walk in the gym, I always had to do something.
Yeah.
Joey, when are you going to come to the gym? Walk around, hit the bag. No. Finally, I met a guy from Boston. His name was Mac Foley, who I spoke to yesterday. He's in New York training James Franco right now.
Oh, wow.
Mac is a bad motherfucker. Mac is one of my closest friends in L.A. I talk to Mac 3 times a week on the phone about the bag. Yesterday, we talked about shadow boxing. He spoke to me about shadow boxing, the importance of shadow boxing. He's 68, and he shadow boxes an hour a day.
Jesus.
Okay, so you understand me?
Yeah.
It's all, when you talk to those guys, you're like, what?
You sound stupid for not having
time.
Yeah,
you're a fucking idiot. He does sit-ups, he does push-ups. So he trains people during the week at Mac Foley's. You go down there and you give him $20. He'll train you for 6 rounds. In the thing, you hit the fucking bag with him. He teaches you how to punch. He teaches you how to fucking parry. I mean, it's a great thing because working out, you learn. My dick gets hard when I learn. I don't care what I'm learning about. If you take the time out of your day to teach me something, that means the world to me, So he would talk to me every day and go, Joey, you're putting on the pounds. I remember at this time I would weigh myself on the scale, and I couldn't even weigh myself. The scale stops at 350.
Oh, Jesus.
I would have to go to like a cattle house to fucking weigh. I'm not kidding you. But I know at 350 the scale would go ding, ding, which meant there's no hope. There was no hope. And I finally went to a heart doctor who had the scale. And I remember him looking at me going, he goes, you're 418. And I remember I couldn't even make eye contact.
Yeah.
I couldn't even make eye contact.
It must have been. Did you ever think about just like, all right, it's over, I'll just eat until I die? Or what?
No, I knew I didn't want to die. I knew at that point that this had to end somewhere. I had gotten off the coke. I outlived the coke.
Okay, at that point you were off the coke?
I just outlived the coke. So when that doctor told me I had a strong heart, he goes, your heart is very strong. So what I did was I went to Justin's and I would hit the bag. Nacafola goes, I don't want you to do nothing. I want you to do nothing. I want you to stretch a little bit, and I want you to stand in front of the bag, and I want you to punch the bag like this, and I'm going to stop you every once in a while. And I would have to stop after 15 seconds. 15 seconds of punching, I would have to stop. And I would have to wear 2 pair of underwear. Two, Lee, because I would pee my pants. I still pee my pants.
Yeah, you said when you were walking. Yeah.
A little bit, or I got to fucking piss real quick if I catch my breath. I mean, I'm not lying to you people. I have no reason to lie to nobody. And I would punch the bag, and I did that for like 6 weeks. And I lost weight, but I didn't lose the sufficient amount of weight that I thought I would lose. It's fucking hard.
You want to lose like 50, 60 pounds.
I want to lose 50 pounds in a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would lose 3 pounds. And that 3 pounds or 1 pound, but I didn't understand that dieting was everything. And that Christmas, Like, I was working out with Macca maybe a month, and I did go on a diet. I ate 1 cheeseburger instead of 4. I ate 1 egg, 2 eggs instead of 5, shit like that. And then I read something. I read that they did a study that Americans could work out all day long, but if they didn't diet, they wouldn't lose any weight. And I knew they were talking about me.
Yeah.
I knew they were. We live in an age now where you go on the internet. I had a friend that's very heavy, and she called me up one day and she goes, I overheard in one of your things that you're doing kettlebells. She goes, I bought a 10-pounder and I do them in my house. And I go, how'd you learn? And she goes, I go online and I found this one web page that really broke it down for me. It's a beginner web page. So you put the weight between your legs, you stretch, the stretches before. People are very embarrassed. It takes a certain person to go to a Y and work out. But what you're going to find is, years ago, Christy Miller was a comic out of New York. She's still out of New York. Sweet girl that used to hang out in the store. This was way before I ever dreamed of. And it's a funny story, but it's not. It just goes to show you that there's human compassion in the gym. There really is. So what you think is going to happen to you in the gym, those days are over with.
Yeah.
When you walk into a gym, after a week, people look at you different, and they gain respect for you. They'll come up to you and go, hey, man, thanks for coming in. And you're like, well, I'm doing 3 minutes on the Stairmaster. I'm dying. Because they're telling you they've been there. So the first thing, Dice used to get on me. Dice and Steve Simone.
Really?
Did you know that?
Wow.
Dice always got on me. Always. Always. And he got on me as a friend. Joey, what the fuck? You're getting bigger than the stage. Joey, what the fuck? You got to work. Why don't you come work out with me in the cage? And it just, people help you. People love you. So they say little things to you. And sometimes you get mad because you're like, who the fuck are you? But they love you. Or they've been there. They've been there. Once somebody's been there, you got to listen to that person. You got to take them aside and go, listen, no more war between me and you. What do I got to do? And they'll tell you, Joey, do that. You get people that go, well, you got to clean a mountain. And no. Those are the people that fail as personal trainers because they're putting, so you got to read the person's psychology. You're not going to have him running fucking sprints if he hasn't worked out in 3 years. Their bones hurt. When you weigh 10 pounds overweight, your bones hurt. Yeah. If you go for a long walk, your feet hurt.
Yeah.
So you got to start slow. You got to look at everybody's different. Every fucking body is different. What works for Lee isn't going to work for Joey, and what works for Joey isn't going to work for Timmy. What works for anybody. It's just really fucking scary. And when I read that article, I remember Marilyn Martinez. For some reason, she pushed Weight Watchers, and I had a friend in Denver who was huge. When I first did comedy, this guy wouldn't come to my comedy shows because he was embarrassed. And he told me one time. But his wife talked him into going to Weight Watchers, and he became a marathon runner.
Wow.
And today, this guy is a fucking rail. He eats protein. Because Weight Watchers, when I went to the county jail, I used to go to jail all the time. And I noticed when I got out of jail, even though I ate chocolate at night and potato chips, I lost weight. When you get out of jail, like county jail, people are like, dog, you tightened up a little bit. Yeah, because
portions are small.
Okay. And your body adjusts to them. When we go to Roma, you could go to Roma and get 2 sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, roasted peppers, and 2 sodas. Well, I give you 1 sandwich with no sides, and you'll get just as full.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. And that's what they do. They slow you down. Till this day, for breakfast, I eat 1 egg with 1 piece of wheat toast. I could use, America wants 2 eggs. Mm-hmm. Go 1 egg. You'll be full. If you scramble that egg and cut, there's a piece of ham. There's a piece of ham you buy at the supermarket.
Okay.
You cut that in half. It's a point. Let's say Weight Watchers gives you 44 points a day. It's a point for a half a piece of ham. So you fry that ham. You make 1 egg. 1 egg is 2 points. So that's 3 points. And an English muffin is 2 points. So for 5 points, you ate breakfast. It's not the breakfast you're used to eating.
Right.
That's why you got to eat it with fruit. You got to devour fucking a pineapple or a cantaloupe or a watermelon or 2 apples and then drink a gallon of fucking water. For me, it was Coca-Cola that was killing me. So I went to Diet Coke. Not the healthiest choice, but for then it worked.
That's a start. Yeah.
That's what people understand. For now, it works. Well, you don't know what you're doing to you. It works for now. You have no idea what I was fucking drinking. Yeah. Okay? So I'm drinking 3 Diet Cokes and water instead of 16 solid Cokes a day. Shut your fucking mouth. Okay, so I'll glow in the dark for a few months. Who gives a fuck? Mind your fucking business. Because it's all sacrifices. It's all little sacrifices. It's the same thing with life, man, with this. And you do it every day. That's the thing. When I wake up in the morning, what do I put? Namaste, motherfuckers. I know you're bored with that stupidity, and I know you're bored with the church, and I know you're bored with, hey, wash your dick. I do it to show you people that you have to do something every fucking day. You know, I don't tweet on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, I'm on there. My day every fucking day is the same thing. Once I went to Weight Watchers, I went with Rick, and that really changed things. I realized that when you go to Roma, you get when you go to Subway, you get a foot long with the bag, and you get the soda. You go to foot long, you get 6-inch with a cup of soup and a green tea. You accomplish the same thing. That's what you learn. Instead of eating 2 steaks with a baked potato, you eat a half a steak with a salad. That's all they want you to do. Number 2, eating out is done.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Eating out is done. Going on a diet is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for the better. I'm still a fat fuck, but my lifestyle is 100% better. I go to physicals. I get a finger put up my ass. I fucking now they got to put a tube. You don't got to send shit in the mail to a doctor now.
Why?
Did you know that when you hit 50? And I thought that was a joke. I thought it was a fucking joke. About 6-7 months ago, I get a call from Kaiser when my wife had Kaiser insurance because I was on Kaiser's insurance.
Yeah.
And I was on Screen Actors Guild insurance. I get a call from fucking Kaiser, and they're like, hey, man, this is Dr. Such and Such. We recently, in our records, you turned 50. We're going to put a cup in the mail. We'd like for you to put feces in there and mail it back. I thought it was like Lee playing with me. I'm like, all right, whatever, send it to me. A fucking week later, I got a cup in the mail. I looked at this cup, and they're like, shit in the cup. It gave you the instructions. I'm like, I'm not shitting no cup. They called me again. We never received a cup with your feces in it. What the fuck? Why you want my shit for? I'm going to mail you a fucking cup full of shit. So then when my wife quit her job, they stopped calling, so I have to shit in the cup. Well, the other day I went for a physical, and they said to me, Joey, by the way, when you're 51, you have to do this colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Where they stick a camera up your dick hole or something.
Your asshole, yeah.
Your asshole, and they put you out. Fuck you. You're going to put me out and put something in my ass? That's called rape where I'm fucking from. You know what I'm saying? You want to put something up my ass, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck you. You're going to put something in my ass when I'm passed. I got to take my wife. Then I'm thinking I got to take my wife to a ceremony where they're going to put a camera up my fucking ass while I'm passed out. Fuck it. But you got to do it. They test you now for hepatitis B if you're over 50, between certain ages. And the doctor told me, he goes, and something else, you got to shit in a cup. And I was like blown away. This last week, because this doctor's my main man, Dr. Wax. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, yeah, you got to shit in a fucking cup. You have to shit in a cup. You got to read the thing, what you could eat and what you can't eat. Then you got to shit and you scrape a little bit off and then mail it to us and we'll take care of it. I got the envelope staring at me. I put it on my bulletin board. I've been thinking about shit in a fucking cup all week. But that's health. What are you going to fucking do? I got insurance. They offered to me. I got to do it. The worst thing for me to come and tell you, I got colon fucking cancer.
I need to come over and film that whole process.
Okay, I'm gonna let you.
Just seeing it and then then the cup falls over.
We're gonna do it. No, this isn't a cup. I gotta scrape it and put it with a spoon on like an envelope, and they're gonna put it under a microscope and look at my shit. In this fucking day and age, somebody wants to look at your shit. That's like the crystal ball of the future to see what's up your asshole. But it's the first step in anything is rough. This morning in the shower, I was thinking about when I first moved here and the guys I hung out with. And every Saturday, they celebrated something. Twice a month. What are you doing Saturday? We're getting together. We're going to have a party. It's such and such's birthday. And they'd ask me what I was doing. And whether I was doing something or not, I refused to go to their stupid fucking parties. Because they were comedians. And on Saturday nights, you're working. Mm-hmm. If you're not working, you're out there first trying to do a spot. And then after you do a spot, then you can drink and snort coke and fuck somebody up the ass. I'm with you. But your main job as a comic is to do that fucking spot. Your main job is whatever, is to do that spot. Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck about your schedule. I don't give a fuck about, the greatest line in movie history besides the movie line with Rocky is Alec Baldwin in that movie, Grilling Gary Ross, when he does the speech and he goes, good father, fuck you. A good father you supply for your family. You want a boat with your friends playing. You follow what I'm saying to you? All that. People make a big deal about their lives. Fuck you. Today I gotta go knee surgery. I gotta have knee surgery. I tore my ACL. I tore the fucking thing. There's arthritis in there. There's a muscle that fucked up on the side. I thought it was the knee. You know what? Today, once I finish this, I'm going to the Y. I gotta ride that bike. I gotta keep my heart going. I gotta do Eupolitical for 50 fucking minutes. My wrist hurts. I won't do kettlebells today. There's no jiu-jitsu today. I have the live podcast tonight, and there's no jiu-jitsu class today. There's an open mat up at Street Sports. I'd rather fucking do, my wrist still hurts. I don't want to land on the wrist or something. So I'm going to do the elliptical. There's always something you could do. I'm 51. You think I want to walk to the fucking Y and lose my parking spot? Is that what you think? No, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know, when I'm home in the mornings and the baby wakes up, my morning's done. Yeah. Whatever I was working on is done. So guess what? I got to get up at 5:30. That gives me 2 hours without the baby. Because she'll come in anytime after 6:30. We wake up. Anytime after 6:30 to 7:30, she'll come in bouncing, running in the fucking room. And she doesn't understand the concept of, hold on, daddy's got to finish this. No.
Yeah.
You know, people don't understand that, yeah, you got a schedule. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about your schedule. This is what you need to do. You know, you need to go for a walk. If your mother comes to visit you, that's fine. At one point of the day, you give her a kiss and you go, I got to go for a run. Where were you going? We're going to have cupcakes. No, we're not. Have cupcakes with Paula. I'm going to go for a fucking run. And people be mad at you, but they respect you. They'll go, what the fuck, this guy? No, because life goes on. I don't give a fuck about your party. I don't give a fuck about your thing. I have to do this. This is what people in this country, people in general, and then they get mad because they don't get the results they get out of life. Well, I had to do this. No, you don't have to do nothing. Well, my friend had a dinner. Fuck your friend and his fucking dinner. You get there an hour late and you fucking run. Or you exercise. Or you go swimming. Or you finish the chapter in that book. I don't give a... Lee, how long you know me? Do I give a fuck about anything?
No.
When we got a job to do.
Yeah.
We got a job to do. Christmas, New Year's, birthdays. That's all bullshit. That's for fucking people who don't want to fucking succeed. We work 24/7. That's how you got to do it. You look at the people who are successful... I took the day off because I deserve. What deserve? What fucking deserve? What deserve? What do you got coming? You got dick coming.
Yeah.
Dick. I get it. You're playing with your kids. I'm thinking all fucking day. I'm thinking of the next move all day. I love it. Is the phone ringing?
Yeah.
Hit it. What's happening, little brother?
What you doing, dog?
You bad motherfucker. Over here schooling these cocksuckers, letting them know they got to get up every day and wash their assholes. Nothing changes. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. You know, when you were going for the fucking thing a couple months ago, when you were training for the fucking thing with John Jock, in the afternoons you get home, you pick up Draco, you hug him, you kiss him. Once you pick up your child, what do you have on your mind? You don't want to go nowhere, right?
No, man.
But you still got to get up and go do your fucking squats, right or wrong?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? You got to hug the kid, kiss him, and you got to go do what you got to do. Could you imagine if you sat there all day playing with your son all day? It's great, and you're a great father, but what would happen to your house? Who would support your wife? Who would support your kids? Who would attain their goals?
Nothing, man. Nothing gets done.
Nothing gets done. I like these. I'm going to be a stay-at-home father. You're a stay-at-home faggot is what you fucking are. Get out there. Stab a motherfucker. How's your son going to learn from you, cocksucker? I'm going to stay home and play tic-tac. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm emotional this morning. What's happening, my brother?
Hey, you know what? We're in the same boat, man. I like going out and getting the bacon, and my wife stays home and raises Draco and teaches him all day. I like that, man. But I also like staying home, and when I'm not traveling on the weekends to an affiliate of mine to teach a seminar, staying home is like vacation. I enjoy staying home when I can because I'm always out there hustling, trying to make a dollar, to keep that rent paid. So we're in the same boat, man. We got to go out there and slay some dragons for our family.
I know every fucking night. I know you love jiu-jitsu. I know you love it. I've been around you for 10 years. You love jiu-jitsu. But I know I talk to you every night at 10 after 8 when you're driving to teach. And I got to tell you something. There's some nights I know you don't want to be there. You'd rather do something else. But you love jiu-jitsu, and this is what you do, and you don't give a fuck if the world ends, if the 101 blows up. You still got to be there at 8:30,
Yeah. 101 blows up.
I don't give a fuck. You take a helicopter. It's really amazing how people call you and they go, oh, this isn't working out for me. You know, you're lucky. Joe Rogan put you on the podcast. Joe Rogan put me on the podcast, but it's the work I do after Joe Rogan. You know, these motherfuckers, everybody wants to fucking go to heaven, but nobody wants to die, Eddie. So it's just a thing that I know. You know, you're an older gentleman. At 8 o'clock at night, you're already thinking about putting your feet up and getting your balls licked. You got to go fucking teach and smell feet and shit like that. You don't need that aggravation, but you do it because that's what needs to be fucking done.
I have no choice. There's no choice. And, you know, I ain't complaining. It's a great job, man. You know, teaching people how to strangle each other. I'm blessed. It's surreal. I can't believe that's my job. But, you know, you're right. Sometimes you just want to fucking stay home and you're tired from, you know, doing different things during the day. Sometimes you want to stay home. But no matter how I feel when I'm driving to class or anything, I know once I start teaching, no matter what I'm feeling, I could have a hangover or whatever. Once I start teaching class, I'm obsessed and the passion just flows. You know, it's a rare time where I'm actually teaching and I don't love it.
No, I know. You know, it's really weird, man. I've been going to jiu-jitsu now for a year. You know what I did last Friday night at 7 o'clock, Eddie? When all my friends were doing this and this, I went to the beginner class. And you know what I saw Friday night, Eddie? And I know for you it ain't much, but for me I did the whole floor of hip escapes. Do you know when I fucking started at that school, I could only do 3 hip escapes and I'd be out of breath and I'd pee my pants and I'd have to fucking take my gi top off and breathe? Do you know that I go the whole length of the fucking floor now with hip escapes, bro? Perfect hip escapes, too. The ass all the way up. To me, that means more than somebody giving me $10 million, Eddie.
That's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful, man.
For me, that means more to me. This Friday, I got a busted ACL. My knee is gone. They're doing surgery the last week of July. But, you know, today I can't do nothing because I got a podcast and I got an audition. I don't have a jiu-jitsu class in the afternoon. But fucking tomorrow I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu. And even if I can't do a half guard or whatever, I don't give a fuck because I know it affects the rest of my life, Eddie. I know when I get on stage, in the back of my mind, I know that I did the whole length of the floor in hip escapes. That might not be much to you, but to a guy like me, that gives me a ton of fucking confidence when I go on stage, you know?
Absolutely, man. That's what jiu-jitsu does. You're reminded every day of things that you were retarded at, and all of a sudden you master. You realize that you can master anything, and you know what you learn in jiu-jitsu just reminds you of how magical your body is. And you know, if you're not doing jiu-jitsu, you're just driving to work and you're sitting in your office all day, and by the time you get home at night, you're tired and you eat and you watch some TV and then you crash. You're not reminded how magical your body is. So you think you can't do shit. You think like you have no confidence in yourself. But what jiu-jitsu does is it reminds you every time you go in that you sucked at a certain technique, and then you get really good at it, and then you get unconscious with it, and then you get magical with it, like where you're rolling and your body does the move, and you just kind of like just oversaw the whole movement, and your body just did a lot of stuff you didn't know what it did. Then you realize, wow, man, I could apply this to anything. I could master anything. You can do anything. So that's what jiu-jitsu does. That's how, you know, when people always say, oh, jiu-jitsu changed my life this, jiu-jitsu changed my life that, and people always talk about it, but they don't really get down to the specifics, man. The specifics are your body is magical. You teach it how to do something, you do it over and over and over again, it'll do it by itself, and it'll do it by itself way better than you commanding and you doing it. It's pretty incredible, and that's how jiu-jitsu changes your life, because you realize that, man, if I get into any trade or you realize you can be a lawyer, you really can be a doctor. You really can do anything. All you got to do is study, do the drills, do the homework, and you can do anything.
It's amazing, Eddie. Don't get carried away. I'm only good at hip escapes. Everything else, my body's not magical. I'm only good at hip escapes, and I can do 2 of them in a row, and then I got to tap out for a second until I get you back in my guard. What's up, my brother?
Man, that just woke my ass up. I'm never up at this time. The only time I'm up at this time is to take a piss. I'm like walking like a zombie to class, and or I'm sorry. And then that's how fucked up I am. Walking down the hall like a zombie to take a leak, and then I walk back. I'm never up. Rarely talking. Just on your podcast. It's the only time I'm up.
Hey, 10 years ago, you were just finishing eating pussy. The Indian was just wearing off 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? At 6 in the morning, you were just coming to. The feather, you found the feather on your chest. You didn't know what happened. You're like, what the fuck happened? There was a feather on my chest. I went out. I'm missing a shoe. You were leaving balloons in Germany. You know,
my backpack.
You got a shoe in your backpack. So what's going? So what's going on this weekend?
This Sunday in Hollywood at the Florentine Gardens, my first jiu-jitsu event. I've been working on this and brainstorming on this for a very long time. And me and Victor Davila, he's the Spanish commentator for the UFC. We're partners in this, and the name of the show is Eddie Bravo Invitational, also known as EBI. We're doing it this Sunday. Doors open at 4:30 at the Florentine Gardens. You can get your tickets at EddieBravoInvitational.com. EBI is 2 16-man submission-only tournaments. We're doing the 145 and 170, and it's there's really nothing out there, man. Like, it's kind of like Abu Dhabi, where it's a bunch of weight classes, 16 men in each weight class, invitation only and qualifying only. But we're doing it submission only, and we do have overtime rounds if there is no submission. The overtime rounds are submission based, So they have nothing to do with wrestling or takedowns or anything. Most jiu-jitsu tournaments, if they get into overtime, it really comes down to who the best wrestler is. And when that happens, I'm nothing against wrestling, but what that happens is you have a guy who doesn't know any jiu-jitsu. He just wrestled his whole life. He'll stall in regulation just to get to overtime, and in overtime it's first points win, and basically it comes down to wrestling. So we fixed that. That was a flaw in the jiu-jitsu game. Again, wrestling is a beautiful art, and everyone should know wrestling, but jiu-jitsu matches shouldn't be decided on wrestling. That's what we're doing here at EBI. They're submission based, so there's a YouTube video that I made going over and explaining the overtime rules. If you just go to YouTube and search Eddie Bravo Invitational overtime rules, I explain it. It takes 13 minutes to explain it. I can't do it here. I need visuals to explain it. But I'm really excited about it. In the 145, the number one seed is Jeff Glover. And in the 170, the number one seed is Gary Tone, and two monsters in the jiu-jitsu world. And we got 10 planet guys, Gio Martinez and his brother Richie Martinez. They're both in it too. My whole format is designed to promote as much urgency within the fighters to make it exciting for TV. We're basically shooting a pilot for Spanish TV. There's a Spanish major network really, really interested in this. They're going to be there. They're sponsoring the event. The ring announcer works for the network. So it's not sold yet. It's still a pilot, but we're trying. We're trying to get this on TV. And the Spanish market is embracing jiu-jitsu way more than the American market. The American market, they don't care. They just want titties on TV. And in Mexico, jiu-jitsu is on a meteoric rise. It's just like the UFC. They love it. Mexico is just embracing jiu-jitsu. So that's where we're going. We're going to the markets that are embracing it, a market where we don't have to try to go to a pitch meetings. In America, you know how pitch meetings are. You try to explain how awesome jiu-jitsu and how cool it would be to be on TV, and they're like, where are the titties at? Where's where's the new Jersey Shore? That's what they're looking for. So we're not even going to try to put it on American TV. They're going to have to see it be successful in Latin market, and then hopefully they'll pick it up. But that's this Sunday, Florentine Gardens. Tickets are only $25. Again, you can get on the website and buy the tickets there. I hope to see all you guys. I hope to see a bunch of death squatters there. My goal is to create the most exciting jiu-jitsu tournament possible. That's my goal. I might fail miserably, but that is my goal, and the rules and everything were the whole focus was to be exciting enough, not just for the hardcore jiu-jitsu fans, but for everybody worldwide, just a casual UFC fan. That's what we're aiming at.
That's a beautiful fucking thing. That's a beautiful
Thank
fucking
you very
thing.
much.
I knew it. Now, when submission only, there's no points. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, no points.
No
Submission
points.
Only. So that's what kills the game. There's been a point format in jiu-jitsu since 1996, since the first tournament in the United States. And there's been no TV or just the point system is just encourages stalling. You know, as soon as a guy's up on 2 points, maybe he took a guy down or passed a guard, he'll hold. You know, he'll hold, and generally he'll stall. There are guys that don't give, you know, that are exciting in the point format. There are guys like that, Keenan Cornelius, Rafa Mendez, Marcelo Garcia, but generally overall, you know, if you got 4 matches in your division, your first couple matches, you don't want to blow your wad. You don't want, so you get a couple points and you hold. That's great for you and your teammates, but it sucks for the people sitting in the stands, people watching at home. So we're trying to cater to the people watching at home, which is something jiu-jitsu promoters have never done before, because in jiu-jitsu, they cater to the competitors because the competitors pay the bills. The promoters are making money off the competitors. They're paying $120 each, so they're making it all about the competitors, when we're trying to make it all about the audience, the spectator. We're focusing on them, which no one has really done before. Everyone's focusing on making the competitor happy. So we're trying to make the audience happy, and hopefully this works out. And we've done our best. Me and Victor Davila busted our ass, and this is going to be a great show, man. I hope to see everybody at the Florentine Gardens this Sunday. Doors open at 4:30. If you're going to the Mundials, the World Championships, you know, if you get bored there, you could always tell your buddy, let's get out of here and let's go to EBI, dude. This is killing me. You can do that shit. You know, it's only the Mundials is probably like 30 minutes away from Florentine Gardens, so we're hoping to pack it up, make a lot of noise, and just to make sure everyone has a good time, and people talk about it in a great way, and we just keep going, and we keep doing EBI Grand Prix, EBI. We're going to do EBI Women and Children, you know, just a tournament with just women and children and teens brackets, you know. There's so many amazing kids out there doing jiu-jitsu. They're virtuosos. The kids are sometimes more entertaining than the adults, you know, a lot of times actually. And so are the women, you know, watching girls and women do jiu-jitsu and seeing how good they are. That's pretty fascinating as well. So EBI is going to encompass everybody, and everybody does jiu-jitsu, you know, women, children, old ladies, you know, 5-year-olds, people with cerebral palsy do jiu-jitsu. Everybody does jiu-jitsu. You have no excuse. There are people with cerebral palsy that do jiu-jitsu. So if you're out there thinking, oh my God, I can't do it, I'm going to get hurt, there are people with cerebral palsy doing jiu-jitsu. There's a guy named Kyle Maynard who has no arms and no legs. He does jiu-jitsu. There's guys with missing legs, they do jiu-jitsu. There's guys with missing arms, they do jiu-jitsu. So you have no excuse not to do jiu-jitsu.
You know, it's funny, there's a guy up at John Jocks, it's a 72-year-old black belt. They just sent me a picture of him, one of the guys, Javier, and I guess he had a heart attack in his 50s or something like that. That really inspires the fuck out of you. Higan Machado's got a kid that had a heart attack an hour after going to jiu-jitsu, Eddie Bravo. He had open heart surgery and he went back to class. He's a purple belt now. I was rolling with him. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you're not scared? He goes, no, they fixed my heart. I'm back. It really is amazing how better I've gotten as a comedian since I started jiu-jitsu, Eddie. I've improved.
How has it helped you in comedy?
Confidence. Whenever I listen, Eddie, for me to walk into jiu-jitsu, I'm scared because I don't know anything. I do not know. And it's a scary thing for me. And when I would walk out of jiu-jitsu and there'd be a little bit of sweat on my shirt or a lot of sweat on my shirt, whether I reviewed techniques, whether I reviewed a hip escape, whether I reviewed, escaping from the mount or a sweep from the mount, when I walked out of Eddie, I felt like I did something that was out of my comfort zone. And when you do something that's out of your comfort zone, I could go kickbox all day long. I could do Muay Thai all day long. I'd go there and do the 4 rounds and learn the technique for the week and spar, and it's another day for me because I've been doing it since I was 5 with Rashad's father. He was my first karate teacher. But wrestling and jiu-jitsu, anything on my back, I never had confidence of. So whenever I walk out of jiu-jitsu, that's my accomplishment for the week. I know I did something. My goal is to do 2 sessions a week at this age. That's all I can handle, especially if I do kettlebells and if I do the epileptical. You know, I'm not on testosterone, I'm overweight. But I got to tell you something, Eddie, for me to go in there and just, I do little things and there's such a big accomplishment for me. If I pass a guard one week, to me, that's like winning the fucking silver at the Mundials. To me, to Joe Diaz, to me. When I hold somebody in my closed guard and I get them in a half guard and I hold them there for 5 minutes, even if I just break his posture, to me, I made an accomplishment. I did better than the week before. Do you know what I'm saying?
And most people, they have a misconception of how tough jiu-jitsu is, and how they think there's just going to be a bunch of sweaty, bald MMA fighters. You're going to go in a cage, and they're going to throw you against the cage, and they're going to smash you. Man, at 10 Planet HQ downtown LA, we got 2 beginner classes a day. 2. There's one in the daytime, there's one at night, and sometimes there's 2 at night. The day classes are just filled with beginners that know nothing. My instructors, Javon Graham and Scott Ross, they walk everybody, they hold their hands, walk them through it. The beginner classes are tailor-made for people that know nothing. So by the time you get to my class is the advanced class, you know, by the time you get there, you'll have some weapons in your pocket, and you'll have confidence, and you'll know. And everyone that walks in and finally takes their first class, they all say the same thing. They're like, man, I had no idea I was going to love it so much, and how fun and easier they thought it. You know, it was easier than they thought it was going to be. You know, it's like most jiu-jitsu schools have a beginner class, and if they don't, then that, you know, it's kind of tough. It really is. If they're throwing the beginners in with the advanced guys, you gotta have some big balls to do that as a beginner. But, you know, find a local jiu-jitsu school and ask them how many beginner classes they have a week, and if they have, you know, at least 2 to 4, then you'll be fine. Just hit those for 6 months, a year, and then you slowly make your way to the advanced class. But like I said, at HQ, man, we got 2 beginning classes a day, and they're filled, man. There's like 20, 25 guys per beginning class every day, packed with guys that don't know anything. And by the time I get them, by the time they transition to the advanced class, they have some serious confidence and flow right with the advanced class. It doesn't take that long, maybe a year. You know, time flies. If you got to be in the beginner class for a year, that's going to go by so quick. And plus, if you're scared, you just want to stay there anyways. You don't want to, transition to the advanced class until you're fully ready and fully have your confidence on track.
What nobody remembers, Eddie, is that I knew Scott Ross when he was a nerdy writer at the Comedy Store. And he was a sweetheart of a kid. He didn't say 2 fucking words. He used to sit there with nerdy glasses in the corner and ask me questions about comedy. I always loved him. And one day I walked into HQ when you were on La Brea, and I think he was a blue belt, and he was a completely different man. His body had changed. His back had changed. He had long hair. He was smiling. He came right over and grabbed my leg. And now I watch his drills every day. Every day he already posted his drills right now. By fucking 7 o'clock, Scott Ross already posted HQ drills on Facebook. And I sit there and I look at the quarter guard transition to the back guard, and my head fucking explodes. I mean, it's fucking amazing what Scott's doing down there. And I spoke to him. I spoke to him a few weeks ago, and I told him once I figure out I really want him to take some time with me, and he was fucking open to it. So, I mean, Scott's a great guy. He even told me there's a train from my house to HQ.
Yes, that's correct. Right by your house.
There's a train from my house to HQ that my wife could pick me up on the way home at 11 on Mondays and Wednesdays, because those are the days she either works either or. So I spoke to him already, and it's pretty fucking interesting, the things I'm learning and how I'm feeling lately since I started. And I took your advice on one thing. When you did Metamoris this last time, you spoke about how you were talking to him throughout the match.
Yeah.
You spoke how you wanted, and it was you made me laugh so much. You're like, why am I talking shit to somebody? I'm going to talk something funny because I don't want to be a mad guy wrestling with me. I've been doing that lately, Eddie. And I've been fucking people up because, once they take me down, I'm like, you cocksucker. I can't believe you did this to me. Now I'm going to get you. And we both start fucking laughing, and now I get them. That's my world now. Once I got you laughing, it's my fucking world. But, no, Eddie, I learned a lot from you, and you're good at what you do, and I watch all your fucking shit on YouTube, and you're my brother, and I love you. And I'm taking George with me and John Evans. I'm taking Argentina and George and John Evans, so I will be there Sunday cheering you on. Eddie, man, when I met you, you were a fucking DJ at some fucking strip club where I couldn't afford a hand job, and now look at you. Remember, I would go out there with you and Rogan. I'd stand there because I didn't have $20 for a hand job. I'd just stand there and look at your records. How you doing, bro? You got the Temptations. Papa was a Rolling Stone, and now you're the elite of the elite. Every day I got to answer a question about you. Every fucking day I answer an Eddie Bravo question. Every fucking day.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Every day I answer an Eddie Bravo question. It used to be Joe Rogan questions. Are they bringing back Fear Factor? Did he really kill a mountain lion? But now it's all you. Especially since Metamoris, I always get something about Eddie Bravo at some point in the day, and it makes me laugh. So I wish you luck, Eddie, with everything. I will be there Sunday with bells on. I will not be competing, so tell him I will not be competing. But Joe Jiu-Jitsu will make a fucking appearance on Sunday. I will be there. Sober, no reefer. How the fuck is that?
Thanks very much, man.
Eddie Bravo, how the fuck is that? I went to prison. I was in a halfway house. When I was in the halfway house, I gave them 2 hot UAs for cocaine. They put me in an outpatient rehab. I went for 3 weeks. I was married. I'd been arrested. Half my life, nobody could stop me from smoking reefer. I went to jiu-jitsu for 7 months, and I decided I had to stop smoking reefer because I couldn't wrestle with people. What does that tell you about something? I'll leave you with that, just to let you know how much it's changed me in so many ways. So thank you for showing me jiu-jitsu, brother. I love you to death.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you very
I'll talk to you later, my friend. Have a great day. Thank you for calling.
Okay, bye.
All right. There you have it, you dirty bitches. If you're not doing nothing on Sunday and you're in the Valley or something, let's all meet over at Eddie's place about 5. Let's go support his first event. I'm sure a lot of the brothers are going to be down there. We're trying to get Ari and all of us to go down there with some fucking 10 Planet shirts and jump up and down. It's always a great thing to see one of your brothers going for one of their dreams, And if you know anything about Eddie, this is one of his fucking dreams. So let's go down there. Put it together. What, cocksucker?
That's pretty hysterical. You went to the strip club and you couldn't afford a
hand job. I just sit there and whoop around and be whistling, looking at the albums, oh man, that's nice furniture.
Oh, speaking of albums, I don't think I told you, when I went down to Steve Simone, his buddy Ryan who owns the burrito place?
Yeah. He's told me about it a couple times.
Yeah, he I think he probably met you at the store once. But on one of Steve's podcasts, we were talking about how my dad and I would always quote Bill Cosby and himself, that album. Mm-hmm. So he bought me the vinyl. He bought me the vinyl version of it. So now I have like a vinyl version of that Bill Cosby album in my house.
What are you gonna do?
I have to find a record player. I don't have one. I don't even know where to look for one. But I would just hearing albums like, oh shit. So thank you.
Well, you better buy a fucking record player. That's good. You're getting into something, cocksucker. I love you.
What are you doing?
Let me give some shout-outs to some beautiful fucking people, all right? Are you stoned?
If you want to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Kirby McKenzie, I love you.
He does.
He does. He's a good guy.
No, I'm saying you do.
I do love Kirby McKenzie.
I'm your little MC.
Shut the fuck up, cocksucker. I'll stab you with this E-pencil. D. Gus, 6 ounces, I love you. Rob Johnston, I love you too. Nikki Pompa, what's the story? Jessica S., get it together. Bill Man for Rest, I love you too. And Aunt L.A., you're always a bad motherfucker, always supporting the fucking cause. I don't know if you guys follow UFC or you give a fuck. Robbie Lawler versus Matt Brown was announced yesterday.
Yeah, break this down.
For Sacramento.
We've had Matt Brown for a while, but when you came in, you were like, that's basically like Godzilla versus
oh my God.
King Kong.
Robbie Lawler just beat up fucking Jake Ellenberger the other day. Poor Jake Ellenberger. I'm a fan of Jake's. I know he's a fan of the fucking podcast, but once I saw him doing the Anthony Robbins thing, talking to himself in the cage, I knew the confidence was low, and Robbie Lawler read that also and just started attacking him with high kicks and whatnot. Robbie Lawler's a fucking brawler. Robbie Lawler's a guy that's been around the game since he was a kid.
I recognize this guy.
And he's putting it all together now. All the stars are aligned. He lost to Hendricks in the championship, the 5-rounder.
Okay.
You know, some people felt he won. I felt Hendricks squeaked it out. You know, who the fuck am I? I'm not a judge. But I also know he comes to brawl. Matt Brown on the other end has been a fucking monster. He just
Matt
came
Brown
off
just
the fight
killed
of the
that
year.
guy.
Eric Silver's still in the fucking, still shaking his head going, what went wrong? But Eric Silver, don't get me wrong, that was a hell of a fight if anybody watched it. And I know today's a UFC-based fucking card, but what the fuck, we're just talking about getting healthy and getting in shape. So that got announced yesterday for Sacramento, July 26th. I'm fucking very excited about that. That's a great fucking card. Let me talk about On It real quick here. I'm back on the strong bone because my knee is hurting, so I'm doing some surgery at the end of July. I'm going to go strong until fucking July with the knee. He wanted to give me a cortisone shot yesterday, but I said no. He's going to shoot my leg with some cartilage healer to start working on the cartilage, but he still has to go in there and clean out the whatever the fuck you call it, the arthritis, whatever the fuck you call it. So I've been taking the strong bone again. Listen, man, for all your fucking needs, for supplement needs, I'm not kidding you. Everybody else is fucking outdated. Whether it's the Shroom Tech Sport, the Shroom Tech Immune, the digest enzymes they got now. You know what? On It is getting better every fucking day with their products. I mean, just Alpha Brain alone, I feel fucking tremendous. Go to onit.com. See what they got. See if there's anything you like, anything that will work. They have a money-back guarantee on their fucking products. Go to thejoeydiaz.net. Go see what my tour dates are. If I'm coming to your hometown, what T-shirts, whatever the fuck you want to buy, a gi patch, whatever the fuck you want to buy. While you're looking at that, look at the On It box. Press the word in. Church. CHURCH. Press the code in church. Get 10% off. Go look and see what On It has for you. They got something. It's the Alpha Brain. I'm not telling you everything works for me. I use the hemp protein, the acai. I use the hemp protein, the chocolate. But I switch up on proteins from time to time just so they taste better. There's no better tasting fucking protein than hemp protein than the Hemp Force chocolate. No better tasting chocolate. It is fucking delicious. Aubrey went out of his way to get the best cocoa fucking beans there are in the world. I mean, all jokes aside, it's fucking tremendous protein if you're looking for that. Just something to get you started in the morning. You mix it with water. You put in your glutathione, whatever the fuck it is, to the amino acids in your back like a fucking soldier. Go to onit.com. Trust me, I wouldn't break your balls about this if it wasn't working for you. Maybe you're thinking of starting a program. Maybe you're already starting a program. You need a little extra zip. Just give one little thing of Shroom Tech Sport. You're gonna feel fucking great when you're working out. You're gonna go, wow, yesterday I ran 2 miles, today I ran 3 miles. Go to onit.com. Also to one of my favorite fucking people in the world, because I can't tell you how much I save you if you go through these people. That's Dollar Shave Club. You're a man, you got a wife, she shaves her pussy, you want to shave your asshole. They got everything for you for that. Why are you spending $22 for razors every month? Why are you going to some fucking place and waiting online? Why? You fucking live off your time. I don't know how much time you got left. Get them mailed to your house. Amazon does a fucking great job. I don't even know if they use Amazon. I'm just telling you that they mail the fucking razors to your house. They got 3 different programs. They got $1, $6, and $9. You get 4 fucking sets of blades sent to your house every fucking month. That's it for one low cost. $1, $6, and $9. If you want to try the $6 plan, it's tremendous. It's a double blade. The $9 is a double blade with an aloe strip. They also have a post-shave fucking thing. They have the shaving cream, the cocoa butter thing, the shave cream to eliminate fucking ingrown hairs. They also have the one wipe Charlies for your asshole and your nutsack if you're in a rush and you want to get your balls licked and you don't want to show up smelling like a fucking dog in heat, a freak without warning. Like a what?
Mama Lukier.
A Mama Lukier. You don't want to go smelling like a Mama Lukier, so you got to fucking wipe your nuts, all right? Also, nutrition at its best, naturebox.com. nutrition, snacks at their best. Naturebox.com. I can't say it enough. Naturebox.com has blown me away. Whether it's the cocoa almonds, the spicy pistachios, the sesame sticks, every fucking month they send me something. And every month, the Southwestern Party fucking mix, every month they send me something and I go, wow, this is fucking good. The figs, my daughter lives off those fucking apricot figs. Go to naturesbox.com right now. Look to see what they got to offer. They're offering you a thing, 50% off your first order. 50% off your first order. 50 fucking percent off your first order for mentioning the church. Go to the box on my webpage and press
Joey,
get 50% off your first order. 50 fucking percent. 50%. I'm giving you half off the first order. I always take care of you motherfuckers. You understand me? Value is what I'm trying to save you some fucking Gitas here. Nobody ever saves you Gitas. We're talking about money. $1, $6, and $9 for the razors. On it, 10% off. Fucking naturesbox.com. 50 fucking percent off of the nutritionist approved fucking snacks. Go to naturesbox.com right now, press in,
Joey,
and get 50% off your first order. And then after that, you can switch them around every month, but you'll get them sent to your house right there on the first. You don't got to go nowhere and get snacks. Also, again, congratulations. They just had a baby, nailed it like Peter, and my man David. I love you guys to death. They're not together. I'm just saying. One guy's the uncle, one guy's the dad. I love their nailed it life. I have their vapor pen at the house. It's tougher than fucking death. You can put wax in there or a fucking oil. You can put gas. You can put whatever the fuck you want in their fucking pen. You understand me? That's how good fucking their pen is. Go to naileditlife.com. Tell them Joey Diaz in the fucking box and get 10% off, 20% off the first order. They also have Gumi and Miles. They don't ship to everywhere, but talk to them about it. Naileditlife.com. I love these guys. They're family friends from West New York, New Jersey. What up, cocksucker?
You know, you get emotional when you're talking about.
I get emotional about all this shit because I love these people who fucking reach out and they also give you guys a deal, and that's very important to me.
Yeah, you guys know how I know Nature Box is good because every time someone says something, Joey always gives it to me. I haven't seen Nature Box in fucking 7 months.
I got like a bag at the house.
You're always like, hey, it's so good. I got something at the house for you. Every next time I see a dog, those cocoa almonds, that they didn't make it talk. I was like, all right.
One time they sent me 2 bags of cocoa almonds. I'm like, I'm gonna save them for Lee. Fuck. That was the longest fucking week of my life. I was telling Lee something happened the other night that was really interesting to me. I was watching a TV show. Doesn't matter what show it is, guys. But it's a show that you motherfuckers don't shut the fuck up about.
Real Housewives of Orange County.
This vapor pen's delicious. I think this is OG. They might close. No Organic is closing.
Why? Because of the government, or?
They sent a letter to the landlord. The landlord's fucking shaking his track. They're going to blow the place up. So No Organic might close for a few months. It's killing me. It's a pain in my fucking ass. You know, it's one of the best fucking weed stores out there. No Organic. They got some fucking weed now that killed fucking Jesus. I'm telling you right now. They got a PR over there that's so fucking strong. I took one hit off a bong and went to Bert Kreischer's barbecue. I couldn't stop eating hot dogs. I couldn't stop. They were following me. They were chasing me to fucking hot dogs. They were talking to me. One fucking bong hit of the PR. And I smoked that shit with Doug Benson in Texas. Nothing happened. And I think I did a pipe hit here the one night of the candy, whatever. It didn't do nothing to me. The PR right now with No Organic on Burbank will fucking set you back 3 days. It's like fucking, we're going to wake up like, what's that dude that woke up with a beard? Humpledink? What's his name? The dude who went to sleep for 20 years and he woke up with a beard and dirty feet.
I have no idea.
I don't fucking know either. Humpledink or something like that. That's what'll happen to you. But it's really funny. I was at home the other night and the show was on. They had 2 or 3 episodes of the show. It's a half-hour comedy. And I'm sitting there and listen, it doesn't matter what show it is. It's the point I'm trying to make here. And I'm watching the show, and I'm sitting there for 15 minutes, and this show's killing me. But then my wife comes in, and I go, I want my wife to watch what I'm watching. So we finish watching the show we're watching, and we watch another episode that they play of this show. And after like 15 minutes, my wife looks at me, she goes, why are we watching this? Now, guys, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a savage, you know. I'm not all there. But my wife is white, raised with a great family, Tennessee, you know, she don't drink, none of that shit. She's watching the show. She turns over to me. She goes, "This show is fucking terrible. This show is fucking terrible." And I'm like, God, everybody says this show is fucking great. I watched it last year, a couple episodes. I think it's okay. It's entertaining at its best at a 4. But this show, once it gets off the air, nobody will ever watch this shit again. And it's amazing that you talk to people, and this is the thing. So I call Lee right away. And I go, "Lee, I just watched that show." He's like, whatever the fuck you told me, it's the cool thing to watch, you said. Guys, when does it end? When does it fucking end? When is something... We went to Texas and the barbecue and you gotta wait online for 3 hours. That ain't cool. That's what people waiting online to be fucking cool. So they can go tell somebody what the fuck they did for 3 hours. Since when is waiting online being cool? It's like these idiots that put those glasses on and they sit there like, I have glasses on. Really? You think you're fucking cool because you got fake glasses on? It makes you look what? People gonna think you're fucking smarter because you got glasses on? We live in fucked up times. You know what? I do a podcast week. It is what the fuck it is. At the end of the day, it's a fat fuck that went to prison with a fucking Jew talking stupidity, okay? If you want to listen to it, you listen to it, okay? If not, don't listen to it. If you don't like what I'm trying to say, don't listen to it. But I don't ever want you to hang out with me or do this because it's a cool thing to do. That's a shitty fucking way to live. That's what society's about. I remember when I was a kid, next to the Benders, there was a house that had Richie Seidel. Remember, we talked about this before. Little Richie that was at Chan's that day that talked about seeing me get stabbed that time, and that was crazy. He was a little boy, and he had a sister. And every Friday and Saturday night, his parents would play cards. His father owned Chickadee, chicken place. It's like a chicken delight for white people, Chickadee. And every Friday and Saturday, his mom and dad would play cards. And they would have a different high school babysitter in there, and the whole neighborhood knew about it. So your goal was to go over there and fuck the babysitter. I was always friends with the babysitter. So I would go over there and watch Richie's kids with whatever chick. 9 out of 10, I didn't try to fuck nobody. They were just friends. But the point being, I would go over there for the latter night of Saturday night. And I remember being a kid in the 7th and 8th grade, and everybody talking about Saturday Night Live. I was going to die of laughter. And I would watch Saturday Night Live, and I'll tell you what, nothing would happen to me. Samurai Night Fever! And I'd sit there and go, this is okay at its best. I'm a honeymooners type of motherfucker. I'm an odd couple type of motherfucker. I'm a Sanford and Son. Red Fox was funny on Sanford and Son. This is atrocious. Or at least it wasn't as funny to me as everybody said it was. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you gotta watch it. And I knew people who missed their Saturday nights to go home and watch Saturday Night Live. And I would go, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. That a young man would stay home on a Saturday to watch that shit. I could see if you were sick or somebody died in your house and that was the only thing that was on TV. But for you to run home to watch Saturday Night Live, I couldn't fucking think about it. I never watched it again. And I learned something but it wasn't that. I remember I was telling Lee the story. When I was a kid, I used to go to every concert, the Garden, the Palladium, the Ritz. If there was a fucking concert in New York, I was there as a high schooler. And we went over and we stubbed tickets or we fucking robbed somebody and we sold the jewelry to get tickets to go to these shows. But there was this rich kid, and his name was Otto Sauer. He was this little German kid. Otto was a fucking nerd in today's standards. Nice kid. I liked him. I had nothing against Otto. He got high. But Otto overcompensated. He tried really hard to be fucking cool, even though he was a fucking nerd. Whatever you guys call a nerd now today, a fucking hipster or a dork, whatever the fucking guy's name. Otto was all right. He wouldn't hurt himself. He had no malintentions. But if there was a concert, we were there, and Otto was there with his boys. And I would go to school the next day, and I would be, we all were potheads. So I would listen to Otto tell stories about the concert the night before, how the concert was great. And some concerts we went to were fucking great. I saw some great concerts growing up. The music was great. The sound was great. I saw New Barbarians with Keith Richards. I saw some unique concerts growing up. And there was concerts that just blew. Black Sabbath with Van Halen blew. Black Sabbath just blew. The Cars at Central Park, I went to see them, they just blew. There's some shows that, I fucking suck. If you go see me 10 nights in a row, I'm not going to be great 10 nights in a row. 3 of those nights I'm going to suck. It's just the way life is. Maybe the audience is too tight. Maybe I got into a fight with my wife. Maybe somebody's sick in my family. Maybe the fucking flying Jew ain't getting high. Wake up, cocksucker. Something's
I'm
going
up.
on. You cannot be 100% every night. And you go out there, and every time we went to a concert, I'd always hear Otto talk about how good the concert was. But one day we went to see somebody in Jersey, and the concert blew. The concert blew so much that even the kids I went with were like, that sucked. And the next day I saw Otto with his concert t-shirt on, because God forbid people didn't know he'd go to a concert the night before. You know, if he went to a show, everybody had to know the next day. He had to put the concert t-shirt on. And I remember him being 10 feet away. He didn't know I was there, and he was telling the story about the concert last night, how he was awesome, and all these gawkers were there like, really, you went, you're so lucky. And I finally had to go, Otto, not for nothing. Me and these 8 gorillas were at that concert last night, and it fucking sucked. The singer, oh no. And then after 10 minutes, he goes, yeah, you're right. So then why'd you tell these guys it was good? To be fucking cool, that not everything is good. And in this country, we've learned that everything, oh my God, it was just, no. Be honest. Be fucking honest. You're going to hang with somebody or do something because they're fucking cool? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. You got to speak for yourself. You got to have your own fucking voice, man. If something sucks like the church, Joey, the church sucks. You know what? I won't be mad at you. I'd rather you say that than fucking tell me some bullshit. Right or wrong? Why are you lying to yourself, America? Why the fuck are you lying to these people that the show sucks? Why are you sitting there saying it's brilliant? Because your 10 dumb friends are saying it's brilliant? These fucking dummies that have no voice, that'll never speak out something for themselves. It's always what everybody fucking else likes. That's why I can't stand going to Hollywood. I was in Hollywood yesterday. I made the left turn on Fairfax.
Yeah.
I see 15 people waiting in front of the fucking griddle. Let me tell you something. There's nothing I want to do more than make a U-turn and run over those 15 people because they're dead anyway. They're dead anyway. 15 people waiting for eggs to be cool because Lindsay Lohan ate there one time before court. But down the block, there's an egg joint, and it was empty. I pulled in and got a turkey fucking bagel, a bagel on poppy seed with turkey. You understand me? So what fucking price do you pay to be cool? Jesus Christ, to wait online, that's fucking cool. So you can tell your fucking friends, those fucking deadbeats, that you did that? Fuck. The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, we're at the Ice House tonight, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night I'm at San Diego's at Harrah's. And next week, we're at the motherfucking Wise Guys in Utah. Myself and my main man, Duncan Boogaloo Trussell. What are you going to fucking do with your life? That's it. That's the church today. In a fucking nutshell, whether you like it or not, cocksuckers. What, Lee? What do you got to tell me?
Nothing. It is crazy. It's I think what it is no one really has any real conversations anymore. And then at work, if everyone's talking about this, well, let's just say the show is The Big Bang Theory. If everyone was talking about that, and then you're the one asshole who doesn't like it, then you have nothing to talk about them with. So that's why I think a lot of people watch shows like that just to fit in and have something to talk about.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You got to have your soul at the end of the fucking day. How are you not going to have your fucking soul? I never understood that. I never fucking understood how you wanted to be a part of something just to be cool. You know, I smoke fucking pot. I've been smoking pot now. Am I proud of it? No. But that just goes to show you, when I fucking started smoking pot at 14, I didn't do it to be cool. I did it because I needed the fucking help. I'm an insecure fuck. What are you going to do? But I know that going in. I don't smoke pot. You've never seen a t-shirt on me with a leaf, have you? Have you ever seen me with a High Times or 420? You ever seen me fucking do that? No.
Have you showed them your tattoo? On the
fucking tattoo of a fucking... I'm going to put a tattoo of a fucking pot plant on me. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with these fucking people? You don't see High Times on my wall, do you? You don't see a shirt with, it's 420. Get the fuck. I didn't hear about 420 until I moved to L.A. Did you know that?
Really?
I thought 420 was every minute of the fucking day, you fucking morons. It's 420. It's 420. But meanwhile, your wife is sucking somebody else's dick. But you're worried about 420, you fucking morons. Fucking momos. Look at me with a pot plant on my shirt so people know I smoke fucking pot. What's the matter with you? High Times. I never bought a fucking High Times. I didn't know what High Times was till somebody fucking sent me an email years ago, write an article, whatever, about the first time you smoked High Times. A poster of a fucking bud. I smoked that fucking bud. You're gonna put a poster up of reefer on your fucking wall like you're 10. The fuck is wrong with people? The fuck is wrong with people? Have your own fucking identity. Don't surround your identity because reefer or... What the fuck? is wrong with you fucking momos? Then you wonder why you get bullied, why your kids get bullied, because you're a fucking momo. What, Lee?
I love it. I just can't wait until some poor guy walks up tonight with a weed t-shirt on.
I smoke weed. Look at me. Get the fuck out of my face. I smoke weed. At 7 in the morning over here puffing fucking Gorilla Biscuits. Look at the old podcast. We'd smoke fucking 3 joints, me and Lee, from 6 to fucking 8 o'clock. Meanwhile, you got a shirt. Oh, I'm going to the pot convention this week. What the fuck is wrong with you? Pot convention. Anyway. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Go out there. You got dreams, go fucking do them, cocksucker. Nobody's gonna hand you dick in this fucking life. Wash your pussy, salute the flag, do what you need to do. You're a fucking American. Get up. Stop your fucking whining and stop being a fucking follower of your fucking life, okay? It's your fucking life. You're gonna be a follower like Dave Koresh. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody controls you, motherfucker. You control yourself. Tell all these motherfuckers to suck your dick. Have a beautiful day. The Church of What's Happening Now, motherfuckers.
Now that the show's over.
The show ain't over. We're just over for now.
Now that the show's taking a quick break, don't forget to sign up for DollarShaveClub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail.
You started before.
Because you're I'm trying to read this here, cocksucker. Now go to DollarShaveClub.com/church or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner. The show is also sponsored by NatureBox.com. Order great tasting, healthy snacks at 50% off. Snack smarter in the new year with healthy and delicious treats like everything bagel chips and baked sweet potato fries. Support this podcast and get 50% off for your first order. Go to naturebox.com, promo code Joey, naturebox.com, promo code Joey, and again to naileditlife.com. Go there for the premier vapor pen on the market. Mention Joey Diaz and get 20% off.
20% off. Have a great week, cocksuckers. Don't let nobody kid you. Don't be a sheep. There you go. One of the greatest stories ever fucking told. The Rooster. Alice in Chains. One of my all-time favorites. When I hear this, I want to get a bayonet and stab you right in the fucking eyeball. Fuck 'em. Here comes the motherfucking rooster, bitch.
Just the bayonet? You don't want to, like, you have to put that on a gun.
A bayonet, a fucking
Sword?
axe. Oh, shit. Listen to this shit. This is fucking brilliance on a Wednesday morning. Where you gonna get this broken down like this, huh? You could hear the heroin in this, the fucking pain. He just took the needle out of his fucking arm and he's ready to rock. You understand me? He washed his mouth. He took a sip from his fucking water. And it's over. What? Ain't find a way to kill me yet. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is fucking tremendous. I get goosebumps. I want to fucking just get up and go to an audition and throw the bitch out the window. Oh shit! Wife and kids. What? Kick that motherfucker, Lee.